Today we are out by what is known as the Gibson Drain, which is quite a large stormwater retention area in the city of Sterling Heights. And location-wise, we're sort of in the area of 18 and Ryan by Delia Park. For the locals here, you know where that beautiful park is at Sterling Heights is made so nice. And because we are in Sterling Heights, and so today I'm joined with Liz Sarowski, who is a city council person in the city of Sterling Heights and has been very helpful working with us, our department, on this project. And I think working together is really the operative phrase of this particular video, because I've had this job for about 10 years. And during that time, I became familiar with the Gibson Drain because all the neighbors were calling all the time about all of the issues that they had with this drain. Well, it's really not just a Macomb County drain or Sterling Heights drain. It runs up into the city of Troy. And so what happens, of course, just because of the natural configuration of the lay of the land, when you have heavy rain events, all the sedimentation from this drain up in the city of Troy comes back down here and deposits into these big stormwater retention basins here. And so we really needed to have cooperation with the city of Troy and the city of Sterling Heights to pay the bill because these projects aren't cheap. You can see we have a lot of construction going on out here. And so we've been able to put together, we're sort of the overseer of putting the two communities together with their engineers and talking this thing through, the problem through. How can we solve the problem in the immediacy that the neighbors have had? And then also, what can we do? We're in the middle of phase 1, but phase 2 is under construction, which will be a long-term solution because we can't come back out here every 5 years and clean this out. We need to think about what can we do long-term to really solve this. So we've really tried to put together a comprehensive plan. And again, we've had great cooperation from the city. And so I'm going to ask Chris Robinson, who is our project, he works for me from our department, but he is our project manager for this particular project. So he's hands-on on this thing, and he knows a lot more about what's exactly happening than I do and where we are. And I'm going to ask Chris to just explain to you, Chris, what's happening today with the dredging and et cetera? How much are we taking out? What do we expect to have the improvements from that? And then you can talk a bit about phase 2 if you would.
Sure. So we started with the site assessment, starting at DeQuinder all the way down to the stormwater pond you can see behind us. There were 3 main objectives: to remove blockages within the drain, excess sediment, deadfall, fallen trees, as well as look at all the inlets from the surrounding neighborhood, make sure the riprap, all the pipes were intact, and then also to look at the stone toe protection along the banks to make sure the eroded areas in the bank are protected. So we turned that into a design and we removed all the blockages within the drain. We provided over 800 feet of stone toe protection. We reset one 36-inch outlet as well as salvaged 5 riprap beds from the inlets coming in from the neighborhoods, save a little bit on construction, which is nice.
Yes.
We also removed over 10,000 cubic yards of sediment built up in this pond from upstream.
That's a lot of sediment.
Yes, it is.
And so, of course, when you have a heavy rain event, all these neighbors were all flooding and different things were happening that weren't really good. So that is a lot. And maybe you could just touch on then, once this is complete, which I'm not sure, what is our timeline? Like
so
June?
Right now, our substantial completion is set for June 1st. We're about 65% of the way done with the construction right now.
Okay.
Phase 2 is currently under design. That will entail a sediment trap on the west side of DeQuinder Road. And then we're going to funnel any sediment that managed to get through the sediment trap over to a location over here so it's easier for us to maintain long-term. So we don't have these big expensive projects anymore. Then we can just do a smaller, easier removal of the sediment.
Yeah. Very good. And I asked Liz to come out She's been with us in a number of Sterling Heights videos. I'm sure you recognize her. But we've worked really closely, our department, with the city of Sterling Heights. And Liz has always been a champion for all these different projects that we have to have the city council's approval to get the funds, right? So I just wanted to ask Liz to say a few words about our great partnership and how this impacts Sterling Heights.
Well, thank you, Candice, and thank you to the Department of Public Works on behalf of the residents of all of Sterling Heights and our immediate residents who will certainly benefit from this. We're very grateful for this. This is a joint partnership with Troy and Sterling Heights, and as Candice said, this is about shared responsibility. It's a shared partnership, and we're just very grateful that the county is able to help manage this and control this and make sure that it's done efficiently and on budget and on time. So thank you again.
Thanks very much, Liz. Anyway, this is going to be a great project, particularly if you live in this immediate area. And so, as I say, we're trying to do things to improve not only the quality of life for the residents here, but also water quality and all of the things that our department is engaged in. But again, these kinds of things can't happen unless you have very strong partnerships. And it's one thing if we're dealing with another municipality within Macomb County, but dealing with another city in the next county sometimes has its own challenges. But I'm just going to tell you, the city of Troy has been very stellar on this. They've been right there and are willing to pay their share, which is about 50%. We're breaking it up 50-50 between Troy and Sterling Heights. So it just goes to show you that government can work together for the betterment of the people. Thanks for joining us.
Follow us on social media. For more information, explore our website, reach out via email, or connect through our toll-free hotline, 1-877-679-4337.